Here we're going to build the Asteroids at home arcade, Arcade1UP. We've never built one before. It said all you need was a screwdriver. I have an electric one charged up just because I don't want to screw it in by hand the whole time. So yeah, we've never messed with one of these before. I'm going to put a Pi 3B Plus in it with custom buttons and everything. We're going to modify it, make it a whole lot better than just the 4 games it comes with. And I'm not going to use the control panel it comes with, so I'll be posting it for sale brand new.
That's under here.
So we've got some hardware and power supply cord right here. Instruction manuals, probably warranty manual. Here's the sides already. My wife's checking to make sure it's in frame. Being the amazing wife she is. She even gives the baby a toy, multitasking wife. Looks like we got some other wood here. Here's the side panels. And look how short this is.
Bigger than the other one.
What other one?
And the one you just built.
Oh yeah. Of course it is. Bigger. Technically standing up still. Alright, so that's everything. Alright, we're going to start. Step 1 is panel G. Put 4 wooden dowels, part number A, on the inside, not the outside. That's it. You stick them in there real good on the insides. Okay, so then panel G goes to B.
No, that's this.
This is the bottom. And then we're going to secure it with 2 screws. Called D screws. Or B screws, I'm sorry. And here they are right here. What happened?
Then it took something she took this, Daddy. It's just
Y'all gonna help or not? Yeah, so y'all are gonna help.
Really, that's not help with anything yet.
Right now I do.
What do you need help with, Daddy?
Hold this wood on my left hand.
That one?
Yeah. You gotta push it in at the same time. There you go. Gotta push it in, girl. I can't do this. See the hole? Push it in. Push it in. There you go. Push it in from over here where you get power. There you go.
Stop the power, Daddy. Oh no. Don't let the screwdriver.
Keep holding it.
I am, Daddy.
Very good. Help it.
Have a fun minute. We'll do that I build right now,
Okay. Got it. Good job.
Thank you.
And then next step.
This is the screwdriver to make it sparkly. See the sparkles now?
Okay. Okay.
The way I left it.
Now we need 12 wooden dowels.
Yeah. Well, let's put extra water.
Which are right there.
Glittery. Body glitter. Glittery. Hold on, I can't see it though.
Alright. Into each of the panels, so 4 of them on the outside of the panels.
Oh.
not the inside one. There's one K.
What? Not there.
There's one L. And the second K. Alright.
So I'm going to see what are you doing?
Okay, so just flip it the other way.
Go ahead. Oh, you know. Yeah. Hey. Oh, you know that was an option.
Okay, it says to have it flip this way. And then 3 B screws. Okay, so the only one showing screws through that picture would be this one. So that'll go here. And I need another B screw. Where's my helper Jaylene?
I'm here, Daddy. Welcome. What do you need help with, Daddy?
Holding the wood.
Okay. Daddy, you should come help too.
Okay, that one's done.
Jaylene, not Jaylene.
Well, because you didn't come earlier.
Oh, I'm right here. Later.
And then it'll be this bottom one.
Okay.
Line it up with the holes. You see it?
Just so
Line it up with those 2 holes. Yep, that's right. Push it in there. That perfect.
Go, Daddy. So the lead over there is on her from that.
Perfect, baby. Gotta push it in. Push it in all the way. Yep.
Using that power, Daddy.
You did it. One more. Yep. Now it's the L one.
L. There's L. Yeah, I see the hole.
And I think it's right here.
Yeah, it's right there. Hang on, I gotta move my legs. Because then it'll be high and it'll be crazy.
You may view the video one more time, but I'm pretty sure that's it. You guessed right, Jimmy. Push it in, all the way.
My pets, Daddy.
You are good. Okay, in.
Yay!
Good job, baby. Careful not to trip, because there's right behind you.
She's doing the yoga that we did, Daddy, that you couldn't do that one time.
Huh?
Remember the yoga we did with those exercises in the shower?
Mm-hmm.
Where you had to do this
Yep.
on our toes. And it lasted a couple seconds. Really? It only lasted just a couple seconds. I did it the whole time.
Okay, so
Oh, that.
I need the screen.
No. But that's what you're doing right now. No, it's not. If you do it like this. Oh. There you go. Not like that. That's just
So I need the screen F for a V's.
I wasn't doing that with the words, so I'm trying
This is F.
Am I beating you? Oh. No. No.
And then C, 8 of them.
No, it's because you're not doing what we had to do. We had to do the yoga just on it like that. So it doesn't count.
We're not arguing, are we?
No, we're not arguing at all. I was just telling her. And this physics are tiny.
And we need 8 of these. So that's 8.
So we put them in these holes. This is the tiny holes.
I don't know yet. And I need pedal 8.
So that's the screen.
Uh-huh. Alright, so now we're going to mount the video panel up here.
Stop when the head of the screw is all the way up. LCD panel into the slot on D.
Okay, so we're going to slide it in there. So we turn this to the side.
Put the screen right there.
Yep. And then we'll go this way, like that. Okay, you can let go. Thank you, baby. Yeah, let go. No, it's okay.
Wow.
For each of the brackets.
See?
Step 7. Insert 4 wooden dowels, A,
Give me that one, baby. That one's B. Sorry.
into the marquee.
So next is the marquee, guys, which is B. Yeah, that one's B.
I remember, Daddy.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
So here's the marquee.
This one
We
there.
put it
Whoa.
on the outside ones as well.
We'll have a
Put the marquee into panel D
Daddy.
right there.
You're gonna screw Bayless. You're gonna screw in all of us, Daddy.
These screws to attach. Step
2 B screws to attach.
How do you like your sandwiches, Daddy?
Huh?
How do you like your sandwiches?
Sometimes.
So do you like
So H is next.
5 layers of ham, Daddy?
Which one's H, baby? That one right there. And that says Arcade1UP, baby.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Go, baby. And tell her thank you.
Whoa, that's cool, Daddy, how you're just sliding it in there. Thank you, that's this.
Yes, ma'am. Say yes, ma'am to your mom.
Yes, Dad.
Okay, so now we need the E panel.
Bones.
Charging going to go on already.
Yeah, bones.
And to the side. It's easier with 2 people, it says. We're going to put 6 B screws to secure it. But right now everyone's busy, so I'll try solo. And if I can't do it, then I'll get their assistance. Step 12, lift the arcade so it's standing upright as shown. Insert 2 C screws for each of the F brackets, which is on the LCD screen. Making progress here.
She's trying to. Let me see.
Okay, so that's done. Next step. Slide logo panel I into E and D. Which is this one. Right here, which is the games list. Hold this and show it off, man. Hold it.
The buffet. Some of those costing signs.
So slide it in right here. All the way down. There it is. And then next is J No sided and angled. Which I will be replacing this one later for some speakered ones. Because I'm gonna add when I do the Raspberry Pi. And we do this one angled.
Yeah.
And then last but not least,
Yeah, they both
full
said.
panel.
It dropped it.
It says to take off the film on the LCD screen already. Ham.
Mom. Water
Sounds ugly, huh?
Sounds like chalk on a chalkboard. Or
Yeah.
nails, I mean.
And then we control the, or we do the LCD screen now. Okay.
Looks like a seatbelt, like the Luna seatbelt thing.
That could have done this way sooner because the parts I need is this one, and look, tap comes off. So that would be quick. There we go. I'm gonna make sure it's a secure connection. 4 B screws. Do the control deck.
Later, you gonna take off the stickers or no?
What's the
The L, K, G, J stickers.
Where they at?
Look.
Oh, you won't
Yeah.
see those because it's gonna be covered.
Oh, okay.
There's no point in taking that off. Like that one that says F, it's going to be in the inside. You won't see it at all. There's no point to do that. Okay? Okay?
Okay.
Okay? Just to make sure we don't over tighten and break it. Dang. My wife's hair is all over this thing already. It's brand new. Check that, I needed this. Extension cord. Okay. Cord X is installed. Step 20. Yep. Insert other end of cord into the cord stop. Oh, okay, that's the, that makes sense of why it's like that. Okay. I think what's it back. And then 3 screws. So we just gotta push it in, like so. Here's this bad boy up in here, like so, and screw it down. Alright then guys, that's it for today. I'll add on to when I can really complete this setup with the Pi inside. But I'll show you guys the video of it plugged in just so you can see some gameplay and see how it looks. That's my precious baby. Say hello, YouTube world. Hellos. Alright guys, here's some Arcade1UP gameplay. How's it working, Maddie? Screen look good?
Yeah. Better.
Careful, Maddie.
Oh.
Alright, Jolene's turn.
Okay.
Hey, what's up guys? Cho here. I got the panel already, so literally use this just for the demonstration of it working. So I'm going to be switching it out. I got this Asteroids themed with some black T-molding, that way it matches the cabinet. So I'll be putting the joysticks and buttons up here. I got all kinds of parts right here, an amp. This panel right here, I'm going to be replacing it as well with a speaker panel. for some 4-inch speakers. They haven't made it in the mail yet because they forgot to ship my order. But I'll be going ahead and installing that with the bolts already. Get it out the way. They didn't come with the bolts, but the size is number 8 by 3/4, I believe. I'll post the right size in the description if that's not right, but I think that's what it is. So I'll go ahead and do that now. Remove this panel, the control panel and the front panel, and then I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I have the 4 screws off the controller panel, so it should slide right off. There we go. And I'll actually have to also disconnect it from the wire. There it is, disconnected, brand new panel. Literally used only so you guys could see it works. So the way you wire up buttons, guys, just make sure I get this in frame. Okay. Got my button kit right here. It's going to be red and blue. There's the blue buttons. So I'll make that side red buttons. Got our USB cords for the encoder. Our joystick wires. Joysticks right here. And the balls are in here. And our encoders are in here. We get the new black version. Ones it looks like, and that's all the pieces. So you want, seeing as it's a USB encoder, you want them to be like items, not like items, but they have to be one-to-one matching with the wiring. Have to be exactly, otherwise it won't work. So each button has a baggie. So we take our button, push it through, just like so, and then it's up to you if you want it facing up or down. I'll have mine facing downward. And then you take a nut, like so, and you tighten. The good thing about these, hand tightening is enough, since no micro switch is involved. Otherwise, you would need definitely would need to tighten it extra with the micro switch. But since it doesn't have any, I don't need to. Just hand tightening is enough. So I'm gonna do all the buttons, guys, and then I'll be back. Maddie's on YouTube playing 3DS. And Lolita. Alright guys, so here I have the buttons on, joysticks on, and here's everything wired exactly the same, or I mean I haven't wired it yet. Now I'm going to wire everything the same.
How big is our
Dang, those are fat.
big old jumbo ones? They're probably not hot at all.
Steaks and jalapeno poppers for dinner, guys. Alright, so here we have
And baked
our
containers.
joystick wire.
Baked containers.
So we'll wire that the same. These are Sandwall style joysticks. Okay, so those two are wired the same. Okay. Then we get our encoders out. One for player 1 and one for player 2. Hmm? 3, 5, so that the only one that has a 5 connection would be this one. So these connect right here to the joysticks.
Oh,
What?
stabbed myself.
You alright?
I don't know. That's free.
Thank you.
Stabbed myself free.
You didn't stab yourself for me.
For YouTube. For the news.
Oh, these are weird. Never seen one like this. I'm sure I can just pull these apart. As long as it's 3 pins then. Yeah. Okay. So we'll do this wire. The coin. One, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I'm going to be using 8 buttons, so 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Okay. So there's our coin button. And these can be wired in any way as long as, like I said, player 1 and 2 are matching. Because otherwise, these buttons don't know what to do at all. So you can literally wire them however you like. But since these are further, I want to wire them on the farthest ones. That way I can mount these right here and they're not just dangling, tempting. Alright then guys, here it is all wired up beautifully. How's it look, baby? So now, because I want this to look as professionally as possible, you can use double-sided sticky tape, of course, but I want it to look amazing, and I am going to use PCB feet and mount this. And it has 4 holes, but how light this stuff is, you can use just 2. That's what I did for the joystick also. I just mounted it with 2 diagonal corners. I just got to tighten just enough without doing damage. And I'm going to do a little diagonal corner just to hit the corner over here, make it easier to drill into. So there's one. And there we go guys. So that'll mount right there. So I'll go ahead and use a Sharpie to mark it. Like I said, double-sided sticky tape would work because these don't even weigh nowhere near close to a pound. So I'm gonna go ahead and add this PCB feet since I'm already here and did that one. And all these parts, guys, I will be selling. So if you want to visit my page, Legend of Cho, on Facebook, you can purchase these parts directly from me, and I'll ship them same day or next day, depending on the time and work and stuff if I'm at work. But I will ship it on my lunch break every time. Okay, so now we're going to drill the PCB feet
And then it has
to
to
the
teach
board.
me how to do it. I'm not good with punches.
There you are.
Died already. 20 times. I don't actually know, but feels like 20 times.
YouTube's going to know how much your son is a crazy. There we go, guys. Look how beautiful that looks. That looks professional. So here's our Arcade1UP panel. Right here. bring it up closer to the camera for you guys. So here it is wired. This one was super easy pinned USB LEDs. And there's the front. This is where it'll go perfectly right here. And then there we go, guys. So now I'm gonna show you guys how to hook up the screen to a Raspberry Pi as well. And we're pretty much already gonna be done. That was the hardest part. Besides mounting everything from the back, keep it nice and neat with the PCB feet, and we're good to go. So I'll be right back to show you the rest.
Good idea.
Alright guys, so I cut the edge a little bit, that way it fits perfectly. So this way this is perfectly usable. It's just slightly bigger. Again, the speakers aren't here, which sucks because it's still a little bit more work, but it's alright. It'll just be 4 screws to take off to make this fit. So you just line it up just like the regular J panel. Push down. There we go, no bowing, no anything. It'll have the 2 speakers there. I have the control panel wired up already. So that goes here. Just like that. You already saw the wiring process. So here's how it looks now. But this is the amp we'll be using, so once the speakers make it in, this will be utilized. So now we install the screws so the control panel will no longer fall off. And here's our new control panel. My wife likes this new control panel over the standard one, so she's really happy with it. And there you go, guys, there's that. So really just a screen now. So I can't do the speakers and amp yet, so we'll show you that next. So now we're going to take these screws off. I love my daughter Maddie. Okay, so panel F comes off. And then we have access to the back. I left the manual and stuff in there. So now we'll do the LCD panel. And we call it done. So I'll get the parts out and then we'll do that part next. Alright, so now we're in the back of the panel. Right there. We got to remove the control game board. So we do that by removing these screws. Actually, I'm not going to use the drill just because it's the LCD screen and it's sensitive. Alright, so now to take off this board. Yeah. Oh, what's up?
I just wondering.
Done?
No, I didn't see if you should record that.
Yeah, this is good.
Hey.
So here's our ground screw and the cable. Gotta disconnect this one. This one.
He's playing film for Danny.
Is she on it or moving? There it is. Everything connector off. So this, I'll be selling. It's brand new. And so we're going to use just to show that it works. So this will be for sale.
Okay. Fussy.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Why are you fussy, huh?
Alright, and here's our ground wire. And our little bolt. mounted.
See, Mom.
There we go. Go down one. Just want to make sure it doesn't get in the way of touching any other component. There we go. So that's better. And this one goes here. There we go, guys. So now everything's connected. And don't make sure you don't mount it where the metal is. So make some more slack for yourself like I just did. And mount it right here either with double-sided sticky tape or PCB feet like I will be using. So we're gonna mount it right here. Alright guys, so I'm gonna drill the holes for the PCB feet and then I'll be back. Alright then guys, there it is installed and mounted. I have PCB feet on them, but you can use mounting tape if desired, but that way when moving it doesn't move at all. And then I had to take out the mounting feet on those encoders because they got in the way of the panel where the speakers go. So I'm actually going to mount them around where they're hanging right now, right above it, just so those won't move on transport either. But that's it. I got to mount the Pi. I have it in there just so I can test here shortly. And the amp, and that's it. But I'm not going to do the amp or the Pi yet because I'm actually going to take the Pi out of that case because it has rubber feet and I won't be able to mount it or use adhesive on it. I won't be able to mount it or use adhesive on it because of those rubber feet. So I'll take it out and I'll use the PCB feet on it as well, mount it on the side along with the amp when those speakers show. So here shortly I'm going to plug it all in and test and show you guys the finished product. Be back shortly. Alright guys, so here's the finished product besides the speakers and amp of course. But I'm sorry I got too antsy and just plugged it in and didn't even think about pre-recording that, but it shows 2 gamepads detected. So we got up, down, left, right, start, select. And then once you're done with your buttons, you can do it however you want. I always do mine the same. But you just hold the button you already mapped and hold it down and it'll skip down. And then the last one you do want to do, which is the hotkey. And I always do the select recording button. There we go. And that automatically maps both because they're using the same encoder. So here we are in the menu. And of course there's no sound right now guys because I don't have the speakers yet. And man, this is perfectly good and responsive. We're using a Raspberry Pi 3B Plus. And this is fit perfectly for the aspect ratio of the 17-inch monitor, Arcade1UP monitor. So yeah, and here it is guys. So I'll go ahead and map that one just in case. It should be good though. And then saying once you're done, you just hold.
And your room.
And then hotkey. And there it is guys. You can look back.
How was it now?
Okay. And then so here we're at the game selection now.
Oh, you already added everything?
It's already done. That's just the speakers, that's why there's no sound. Because the monitor doesn't have, the display doesn't have speakers. So we'll go with Mortal Kombat 3 Arcade.
Alexis, or next to the sour cream, that was the cake better.
And again, this is set up perfectly with the aspect ratio of this display.
Oh, look, if you sit in my chair, then it's perfect size.
Go for it. You want to play against me?
Stop.
Just as long as you don't mind the no sound.
No sound. Was it okay because of the sound?
It's on player 2, so I'll have to mix the USBs around.
So I'm gonna be on the side.
Yeah.
How do I?
Just push a button.
Anybody?
Yeah. So if you sit down, it's perfect.
Yeah.
So here we go, guys.
Are you gonna get your chair too, Debbie?
Nah, baby. Not bad, huh?
No, it looks good too.
Yeah, graphics are good and amazing. The display is very nice.
Let's play Tekken this instead.
Yeah, all games. There's 2,424 games, guys. So plenty of games to choose from instead of the original 4. So that's it, guys. And just to shut it down and go to quit. Shut down system. That's it, guys. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for watching.